Shinobi is a series many hardcore Sega fans know and love, but with the lack of recent entries, many younger or newer Sega fans are generally left unfamiliar with it. After 14 years without a new entry, Art of Vengeance is here to change that, and it's dead set on making a splash. Sega has tapped Lizard Cube, known for its work on Streets of Rage 4 and Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap, for development, and the result is an incredibly beautiful game with an astounding combat system. I had a chance to go hands-on with the upcoming platformer ahead of its release at Summer Game Fest Playdays this year, and one thing is for sure, Shinobi Art of Vengeance is a game you will want to pay close attention to this year. Speaking with Sega employees, it's clear that Shinobi is a game the company is very excited about. The series first began in 1987 as an arcade game, with the last entry, Shinobi 3D, released for Nintendo 3DS in 2011. This grand return is by no accident, acting as part of Sega's Power Surge initiative that was revealed at the Game Awards 2023. With the company looking back on its older properties more than ever, it's quite exciting to see the first byproduct of that initiative with Art of Vengeance. Shinobi Art of Vengeance stars protagonist Joe Musashi, leader of the coveted Oboro clan. When the ENE Corporation attacks and invades Oboro Village, killing Musashi's students in the process, he has no choice but to avenge the fallen and face the leader of ENE, Lord Ruse, head-on. During my 30-minute demo of the game, I had the opportunity to check out two different stages. The first was what I assume is the beginning of the game, where Musashi attacks the ENE Corporation invaders head-on, while the second took place in the Lantern Festival. While the first stage kept to the basics, things really opened up in the second. When you first look at this brand new Shinobi game, the first thing you will immediately be drawn to is the gorgeous hand-drawn visuals. The characters are all detailed yet stylish, and the background art on the stages is eye-catching. Every animation is incredibly smooth, with a unique look that truly complements the setting well. Things level up even further once you unleash various special attacks, which generally utilize different elements for a beautiful on-screen animation. While the visuals are beautiful and a treat to look at, sometimes that doesn't translate to the combat system. However, after progressing through two stages and unlocking various abilities, I'm pleased to share that the combat is where Shinobi Art of Vengeance really got me hooked. Musashi has so many different abilities and combos you can pull off that feel like so much fun to do. I was very impressed with just how expansive the combat offerings are, as the game just kept throwing new things my way. We've seen so many 2D platformers released over the last 5 years, and sometimes it can feel like we've seen the most creative combat packages. However, I continue to be proven wrong. Art of Vengeance starts you out with just a katana and some kunai, but gradually, you slowly start to unlock abilities like ninpo, amulets, and ninjutsu. Some of these can be purchased with the money found in stages, but you will gradually unlock abilities throughout the story. Musashi's toolkit is largely what you'd expect from a 2D platformer. You've got a light and heavy attack, various skills, and even a stylish shinobi execution that kills all enemies on the stage with a kanji symbol. You've also got access to a double jump and a dodge, which are essential to dealing damage to certain enemies. Depending on the combination of buttons you press, you can activate certain combos and combat abilities. Many of these are unlockable throughout the game, so you can slowly level up your combat capabilities as the story progresses. I found the combos mostly easy to pull off, but there is absolutely skill involved in timing everything between incoming enemy attacks. One of the most satisfying abilities you can unlock is called ninpo. Essentially, these act as different elements that Musashi can harness and unleash against enemies. I was able to test out both the fire and water ninpo in my preview, and each proved to be a powerful attack that quickly got me out of dire situations. Based on the build I had access to, it seems that there are a total of 8 different ninpo you can unlock. I'm really curious to see what else is in store here, as these abilities were very fun to use because they felt earned and dealt a good chunk of damage. Outside of combat, you will need special skills to traverse the stages. Musashi has skills for these, called ningi, which include a grappling hook, claws that climb walls, and a glider. I had the opportunity to use a ningi in my preview that allows Musashi to punch green walls to break them. During the first stage, I encountered a few areas that had these green walls, but since I did not have the ningi ability, I was not able to access these pathways. As a result, there is an incentive for going back and replaying levels once you unlock certain abilities, as you can open new pathways and explore more areas. I'm curious to see the extent of these unlockable paths or areas, but just the thought of exploring to find secrets has me excited to check them out. Finally, Musashi has an ultimate ability called ninjutsu. This summons a beautiful animation that takes up the entire screen, engulfing all of the enemies inside it. I was only able to experience one in my demo, but a total of 4 are unlockable according to the menu. In the end, I walked away from my time with Art of Vengeance incredibly impressed by the extensive gameplay options at hand. I still feel like I have so much more to see. Shinobi Art of Vengeance feels like a perfect marriage between keeping core elements of the historic series and introducing modernized mechanics and design. The result is a game that I believe will not only greatly satisfy old fans, but quickly pull in those who may have never even heard of Shinobi prior to this year. I was interested in Art of Vengeance from the very first trailer in February, but after spending 30 minutes with the game, it's quickly become one of my most anticipated games of the summer. Art of Vengeance feels like a brand new beginning for Shinobi, and I cannot wait to see what more awaits this August.